Hey, I just found a bag of meth back there.
What is it?
Bag of meth.
Where at?
Yeah, on the sidewalk back there. Can I like turn it in?
Is it still over there?
No, I've got it.
Yeah.
You want me to give it to you? I wasn't sure what it was. I hadn't really done anything since college, but I did a little bit, and sure enough, that's what it was. What's the matter?
Oh, that's hard to do.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She did a little too. Love you.
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there, everybody. And hello there, Miss D. Welcome to Sunset Rants, the Tuesday edition, the last Tuesday of the month. Yes, had to double check on that one. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I just ate like a whole bag of gummy worms. So I'm going to be all like tweaked out for like 5 minutes and then I'm going to...
Oh, that's your bag of meth.
Yeah. Guys, I haven't done it since college. I'm like, oh, well.
And she had a little too. The baby had a little too.
Oh yeah. But no, we definitely have an interesting show for everyone. We got some pew-pews, followed by pew-pews. And then what else do we got? We got some alien pew-pews. So should be it's a bunch of pewing. There's tons of pewing everywhere. But if it's your first time here, thank you. We love you so much. If it's, been here many times, we love you just as much. And help do us a favor. Share what we do. Post it up either on any kind of social media. Be it from the Rumble, the YouTube, X, wherever you're watching it. You can also check us up here in the corner. You can see our site, riseofmiddleamerica.com. You can see all our beautiful faces, which are still cartoony. You can check out all our merch, with that is all our stuff that you see at the end of the show. And you see like what everyone else does, like all their other channels. So we'll definitely have a lot of cool stuff there, and we will continue doing what we do. So let's just kick into it. Oh, wait, D, how was your weekend? What'd you do?
I worked.
Wow.
That was about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess so.
Yeah. Fun stuff. It's good. Work is good.
Good. I'm glad. I guess now we could just jump into it.
Yes, let's get into it.
So first one, we've all heard about this one. This one is coming in from ABIC News. Manhattan shooting latest. Gunman mentions CTE appeared to target NFL. So, as a New Yorker, we all kind of hate this kind of stuff. It sucks. But hold on, I scroll down a little too much. But going in from what they were saying, let's scroll up. The man who opened fire in Midtown Manhattan office building, killing 4 people and wounding a 5th, appeared to be targeting the NFL headquarters and had a note claiming he suffered from CTE, police sources told ABC News. Shane Tamura drove across the country with a semi-automatic rifle and carried out a mass shooting on Monday in a building that's home to the NFL offices, officials said. He died by suicide in the building. Pussy bitch. So when Tamara entered 345 Park Avenue, police said he immediately opened fire on an NYPD officer and then shot a woman who took cover. They then sprayed the lobby with gunfire and shot a security guard at the elevator bank. Police said the gunman left bullet holes in a large NFL crest in the middle hall. Sorry, I got the hiccups. In the hall by one of the elevator banks. Eerie surveillance video captured him allowing a woman to walk out of the elevator, sparing her from being shot. Wow, that's a total brain fuck right there. Like complete brain fuck. New York City Mayor Eric Adams said he allowed her to walk past them without any action at all. Wow, I wonder what it was. He took an elevator to the 33rd floor and the offices of route management, where he shot another victim and then he killed himself because he's a piece of shit pussy bitch. It appears as though he was going after employees at the NFL. Adams told Fox. You know what's weird? He keeps referencing every quote is things that they said to another outlet. It appeared Turman took the wrong elevator bank up to the NFL headquarters. Adams told CBS. Instead, it took him to route management, and that's where he carried out additional shootings and took the lives of additional employees. 4 employees were killed: a security guard for the building, executive at Blackstone, who was a wife and a mom. That's so sad. And a police officer who was a dad too, and a young employee. Oh, he also had a third on the way as well.
Wow.
Piece of shit. I'm glad he's dead. He deserves the burn in hell. Yeah. I wonder if it says. So going down to the note. Study my brain, please. I'm sorry. CTE. Yeah, so let's see. Tamura, 27, played high school football in Los Angeles, but not played professionally. He played in high school though. Like, he has no connections to NFL. Like, the guy was just retarded.
Yeah.
Like, it remains unknown if Tamura suffered from CTE, which can't be diagnosed at the living person, but certainly, but doctors may suspect based on symptoms and history of head trauma. Tamura's brain will damage or his autopsy. Yeah, he drove all the way from LA, which is wild.
Yeah, it sure is.
I was trying to see if there's anything else other than what everyone else has seen. But you know what? M4. This part always irks me. Like the news always does. Monday shooting. Tomorrow use an M4 style semi-automatic Palmetto State Army PA-15. So as a Florida man, I'm gonna like Palmetto State, but it's a cheap ass. Like I got parts in a box for it. Like they're dirt cheap. But I always hate when it's like M4 style. It's just an AR-15. That's it. They always try to like weapons of war. Like the M4 and the AR-15. Like the AR-15 is not a weapon of war. Like they always try to convolute stuff, and they always put it to this, which I think is rather insulting to everybody. And I don't know. It's just the shooting, and it's not just the shooting. It's just there's just always something going on.
Well, I think it's important to know that there is a huge mental health crisis, and if you think about it this way, right? Whatever was there prior to COVID just got worse with COVID, where our own government made us distrust everybody with social distancing. Like if you notice people's behavior before COVID and after, it changed dramatically. Like people became more selfish, like people became standoffish. Like I remember even going for a walk with my family during the COVID lockdowns, and you saw another group of people walking, or you saw another person walking, and it was like, oh, so that I think it was easier to program it into people than to deprogram it out of people. So it's not going to be something that's just going to go away. It's been several years since, COVID happened, the lockdowns and everything, but people are still really standoffish. And so they have this fear of other people, this like hate towards other people. It's not being made any better with all the political tensions that are going on. The dehumanizing, constant dehumanizing from the left to like Trump supporters. So it's easier for people to turn around and do these acts of violence because they don't see everybody else as humans anymore. So I just feel that all these extra shootings and all these extra crimes of hate or whatever violence are being done because the government kind of programmed us to do so, and or make it facilitative for people to commit these acts of violence because it's no longer, hey, it's just a Trump supporter, it's just this, it's just that, oh, it's just a CEO of a company, like they're rich, fuck them, that kind of mentality where they dehumanize someone else removes them from that area where you actually feel guilty for taking a human life. It's not a valuable, precious thing anymore. So I don't know. I feel like all of this is like an effect of COVID, where people are more emboldened to do these acts of violence towards other people. And I just don't think they're going to end anytime soon. Like people that really need mental health services are just being like put through the system and, oh, you're fine now, kick them out. Oh, it's a success story, kick them out. They don't get any further treatment. And then you end up with this. Because it said that guy had already had 2 mental holds prior. Why was he out and about? Why was he still able to purchase a weapon? Maybe that might have been something that he's had for a while, but I feel like if you've been on mental holds, there's no reason why you should have weapons. Or maybe they should have like a mandatory where they have to relinquish their weapons if they have like bad mental health holds, where they can't verify that this person is mentally stable and is not going to take that weapon and do something stupid with it. So I don't know. It's a very fine line, because it does create a path to infringe on our Second Amendment rights. But what do you do, So that's a tough one.
The guy, if someone wants to kill someone, someone's gonna kill someone. You do not need
That's
to go.
true.
Oh, by the way, if you hear any like rumbling inside, it's a bad thunderstorm outside. Yeah, if you look in Europe, like anywhere else, if they don't have guns, they'll stab somebody, they'll blow them up, they'll pour acid on them, they'll choke them out, they'll bludgeon themselves.
Yeah, cars.
Yeah,
run through crowds.
This guy's just mentally sick. I would say, there is an extent to, what quarantine did, as far as mental health goes. I wouldn't put that as so much as a crutch as just people are just retarded. Like there's just way too many retarded folks out there. And then a big thing too is it's just mental health. Like it's not a violent. I mean, there's a lot of violence, and there is a people are desensitized. Excuse me. People are desensitized to violence, whether it be movies or just stuff all the time, or just seeing it all the time as like this is now the standard. To where you just have to just go from 0 to 100 automatically. I think that's an issue. A big thing too is like a majority of all the sorry, I got some spit stuck in the back of my throat. What was it? Yeah, no, it was like back in the 80s. They took down a bunch of, or majority of like all the insane asylums, and then they just throw them into prison cells. And that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. It's a lot of these people in prison. You talk to any prisoner or any person who's been to jail. People don't belong in a prison. They don't belong in jail. They belong in a place that helps them, and then they get thrown in there. And this case, I'm not associating this case to what I'm saying right now, but I'm saying there's a huge correlation. And when they come out, they're more fucked up because their brains aren't nurtured. They're not helped. They come out more fucked up, more violent, or they kill themselves, suicide, or they become homeless, like completely manic on the street, and become a bigger problem than anything to society. Not because they're just a person there, but because drugs, prostitution, murder, rape, tax dollars spent. And so, there's so many different places like you point a finger, but there's not one thing. But I just think it's
Yeah.
kind of weird that this guy, he's 27 and he played, football, through high school, and he was saying it's CTE. That's, I'm no brain doctor, but as far as like I'm concerned, you know, CTE is developed over like years and years and years of extremely, extremely, extremely all the time, all the time, all the time. You don't just get it from playing like a couple seasons of like JV, as a small.
Yeah.
Like he's not even a big guy. Uh, these people that are doing like the NFL, they're playing, football for, 15, 20 years. You got like the pro wrestlers, like what's his face? Oh my god, he was one of my favorite wrestlers, the Wolverine. Chris Benoit. Like he committed a horrific, like he killed his family with a chainsaw. Yeah, and then killed himself. Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. Like, but then when he did a scan on his brain, like, it's the years, like the decades of just your head slamming like hardcore multiple times every day, like on the mat, or
Yeah.
something for like these 300-400-pound guys on boom. And then this guy just had played a little bit in high school. Like, I don't know. I think there's something more to this on the back end. We'll probably figure it out here in a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
there definitely is. I still think like you said, they closed on the insane asylums, and I think mental health services should be something that's available to people that need it, because you never know when someone's going to snap. And even just basic counseling service should be something that's not thousands and thousands of dollars. People should be able to have access to this stuff so that if anything does go wrong, it's easier to catch it. And if there is people that are a threat to society, they shouldn't just be put in prison. They should be put in a mental institution. And there should be a clear criteria for when someone's actually recovered, opposed to just kicking them out and no assistance. Like, I would suggest maybe even a program where, hey, you're going to be released, but you're going to be living in housing that you're constantly monitored, because these people don't always do the right thing once they get let out on their own. They need that structure. So if they don't have anyone to oversee them or check in on them, or any kind of rules or system that they have to live by, it's easier for them to fall off the wagon and if they start going, loony again, or start going manic, or whatever it is, they start going through episodes, nobody's there to actually catch it. So I think instead of giving all this money to the legals, maybe they could take a fraction of that money and actually have it go through to Americans that need mental health services, because most of us are pretty fucked up. Like, we're all a little crazy. Like, everybody could use.
Well, it's the human condition, though, and here's the
Yeah.
problem: the human condition is a human condition. Like, everyone's gonna have that, but there's some of us that are, pussies, and like who's like, "Woe is me." Then you have the people who really
Yeah.
are, who really do need it. And then you have the people who are just gonna, use and abuse the system. So, and
It's true.
the thing about like, with mental health is it's not tangible, for like most things considered, like it's not tangible. It's just hearsay, if you would. Like if I
Yeah.
say this, like who's gonna argue with what I say? Now
Yeah.
if you truly do have a chemical disorder or something like that, or if you're schizophrenic and it's just proven, that's one thing. But I can definitely see like you start having like these ARFTARs who are like, woe is me, taken away, like, and using abusing the system, like, oh, like I'm a hormonal, I need mental health, like
Yeah.
for my
Because there's.
HRT, or I need it for this and this. And those are always the losers that ruin it for if this guy truly did need it, if he did truly need it, like there's a good chance he might have missed it if there was something set up, because it's just such a broad blanket.
Yeah, and that's very unfortunate. There is a lot of people that are going to try to milk it so that they either get out of having to work, or they receive benefits for nothing. And it's a slippery slope, that's for sure, trying to determine who actually needs help and who doesn't. I don't know. It's a complicated issue. It doesn't have an easy solution, but hopefully we'll get a little bit more information on this guy. He, maybe he had tried to get into the NFL and was rejected, and he just always harbored that, like anger
That resentment.
and resentment. Yeah, and it was easy for him to, in his brain that was already maybe fractured. And a lot of people self-diagnose. That's the problem. It's real
Everything is
easy to
self-diagnosed.
self-diagnose, So I don't know, maybe they will do an autopsy and check his brain and see what was really going on with it, but regardless, he did a horrible thing. And, as always with like a horrible situation, I feel for the victims and their families. And I don't know, hopefully they find some peace out of this, there's a way that they can heal and move on. It's hard, it's sad.
I mean, thoughts and prayers only go so far. It's the same thing always and always. Like, we can always just say that, and it's not going to do fucking shit.
No.
If we could just get rid of, these people. Like, I've had family members that have it, like, had mental problems. Like, I'm not saying ban them all to an island, but, there's definitely just a huge amount of people who are like a self-diagnosed, woe is me, and then they become problems because that's just their outlet because they're spoiled little brats. This guy, no one knows what this guy was, and this guy is he's just a little bitch. Like, he's like, scan my brain because I played Pop Warner. Like, I'm just talking shit to him at this point because I don't really care about him. But he killed people. Like, he killed literally just innocent people. So I'll talk shit to him. I hope he burns in hell for all of eternity. So.
Sizzle. All right, what's the next one? Let's see.
What do we got going on in chat as well? Let's see. Oh. I'll read this so we look at the chat. EPA Chief Zeldin delivers dagger to the heart of Obama's climate change agenda on Ruthless Podcast. Ooh. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Lee Zeldin will rescind the Obama administration's endangerment finding declaration in the largest deregulatory action in the history of America. Wow, that's a lot of syllables in that sentence. He announced Tuesday on a Ruthless Podcast. Zeldin joined the Ruthless Podcast to break the news that the EPA would nix the declaration that insisted greenhouse gases like carbon monoxide and methane endanger human lives. Zeldin will officially make the announcement that will drive a dagger into the heart of the climate change religion later in the day in Indiana. Yeah, fuck them hippies. Fuck them turtles. Eat them plastic. A lot of the people out there listening, they might not know what the endangerment finding is. If you ask congressional Democrats to describe what it is, the left would say that it means that carbon dioxide is a pollutant. Carbon dioxide is an endangerment to human health. They might say methane is a pollutant. Methane is an endangerment to human health. It's true. Oh my God, I hate them so much. I hate these people. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. That's oversimplified. I would say inaccurate. I would say that's an oversimplified. I would say an accurate way to describe it. Zeldin continued. The Obama administration said that carbon dioxide, when mixed with a bunch of other well-mixed gases, greenhouse gases, that it contributes to climate change. How much? They don't say. They say that climate change engenders human health. I'm going to assume that says endangers. So because of these different mental leaps, I got allergies. I don't know what I was going to fall out. My eyes like on fire, like fiberglass. Then were all sorts of vehicle regulations that followed. Ruthless co-host Josh Holmes noted that endangerment finding is the hub to the spoke of the left's environmental agenda, essentially, to which Zeldin agreed. Most Americans, we care about the environment. We want clean air, land, and water. Conservatives love the environment. We want to be good stewards of the environment. There are people who then in the name of climate change are willing to bankrupt the country. Continue. In the name of environmental justice, they will get tons of billions of dollars appropriated to their friends rather than actually remediating environmental issues. No, this is completely true. No, it's wild. Like, put it this way, they're talking about, like, you keep saying, like, oh, global warming, global warming, global warming. It actually started. We've been going into an ice age for the past like 100 and something, a little over 100 years.
Yeah.
And we're officially entering it now. Obviously, we're not going to be around for it to start.
Yeah.
But how do we have, what was it, like net of, like the Arctic was like 100 trillion tons of ice was added to it. I got like dust allergies, sorry. So how are they talking about like this? And there's never been, that's, change is such a stupid thing. God, I fucking hate hippies. They're such stupid scumbags. Bunch of cum
Well,
dumpsters.
every like 10, 20 years, the climate crisis changes. So
Every 10
at
years.
first it was going to be like an ice age. I think I think it was in the 50s. And then they had what was it? It was acid rain.
I
Like
remember
it was
that.
like that was it, acid rain, and then it was the ozone layer. And then we've got global warming, and now it's like just a blanket climate change, like the ocean levels are gonna rise, all this shit. The icebergs are gonna melt, the polar ice caps, all this shit. But it's just now it's like anything that happens is climate change. Oh, there's a fire, it's climate change. There's a tsunami, it's climate change. Everything is climate change. Oh, there's a volcano, it's climate change. There's no evidence to really support this. Like maybe if they take a limited amount of data that we have from like the last like 100 to 200 years, okay, maybe you could say there's a pattern. But if you take all the information that we have on our weather and weather patterns, that there's evidence in when they do carbon dating of like, I don't know, when they look at bedrocks from like rivers and
No, but even in
shit,
the ice,
they can see
Yeah.
they can see that there's been phases where it cools. There's global cooling, global warming, global cooling, global warming. It's a cycle. So there's it's just bullshit that they're trying to focus on the last 200 years and try to say that that's like affirmative for our climate doing this and that. And the thing is too that you got to think of, oh, we're doing all these pollutings. No. Then go after China and India. Like go after China and India, and then we'll talk about, like, it has to be a whole global effort to reduce greenhouse gases and all that bullshit. But really, it's not even that. The planet's going to do what it's going to do. Sure, we can affect it, but yeah, I think
it's just
in totality, it's just going to be what the planet's going to do.
Yeah, no, it's just the term is just the like a strategic term, change.
Well,
But
it's just for money.
that implies that there's a static. And what you were saying just says, we'll go back to the chat in a second, but that implies that there is a static. And there's never been a static. You know, maybe to a certain extent, you know, maybe like slight weather changes, because like when you build, you know, when we talked about like with the rains and all this stuff, you know, when you have cities, that's gonna change, like the hot air rising, that's gonna change how like storms are affected and stuff. But
exactly.
no, these people are just, I fucking hate them. Like
well, it's just their way of making money. You know, you have these laws that are put in place where these lobbyists pay these politicians to pass these laws, and then you know, it's just that they're just bullshit, which costs more money to do, like those gas cans, like the portable gas cans that, you know, if you run out of gas, you could go fill up your car. They made them so fucking hard to use because of like emissions and this and that, and it's like, why? And then they just cost us more money.
I ran out of gas once on the side of the highway, and I was about 10 miles out of town. It's on the side of the highway, like I forgot where, but it was in the middle of nowhere. Like population was 1, and it was me. And so I got picked up and got a gas can. And because like all these stupid gas things, I go and I put it into the fuel up, and it doesn't fit inside the fuel tank to go. Like, and so then I had to go and I had to do it 3 times. And I was just like,
That's what she said.
Yeah, no, she did. It was terrible. Just the fact that I had to do this, like, just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, just give me a regular nozzle. Just boom. That's it. Let's
She said that too.
Yeah, no, she did. Definitely did. Let me go to let's go to the chat and see what they were saying. So I didn't get to read it. It's kind of on a little cunty rant right there.
Let's see.
Hello, everyone, by the way. Who's Kunera? That's the guy who shot everyone. I remember.
Who's saying no habla English? English?
Let's see. My eyes.
Oh, well, hey.
Oh, hey,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Punk.
Funk Master.
At first, I thought it said S2000 because I was talking about my S2000, and I was like, "Oh, wait, no, Punk's there." Thank you, guys. Hey, guys. Good evening.
Thank you, Funk.
I have
We appreciate that.
blue hair and blue eyes. Does that make this Nazi propaganda?
I mean, I don't
$20.
think so. No, I don't think so. Because you're donating to 2 Latinos, so I guess that's an anti-Nazi.
Yeah, no, but you get what I'm saying. I just hate these people. Like, and then like the same people that are burning Teslas. Then there's the same people who are flying planes across the nation to then spray aerosol.
They're private jets.
On I'm like, it just doesn't make sense.
What's the rules for thee and not for me? Like some of their like green initiatives are so stupid. Like the paper straws, the plastic bags. So I used to work for a company where we made reusable totes. We also did like large orders for like t-shirt bags, like all kinds of bags for, like grocery stores and that kind of stuff. And once in a while I would get a call because I was in sales, and I would get a call from someone that wanted biodegradable bags, right? They wanted to be green and do the good thing for their company and all that bullshit. So what I would have to do is I would have to educate them on what these biodegradable bags actually were. They are biodegradable in very, very specific conditions. Not only that, it's not like, okay, they're going to biodegrade in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 20 years. They're going to biodegrade in like 100 years. So those bags, even though they're considered biodegradable, they're going to be around longer than you are. And not only that, it has to be in specific conditions. And they're more expensive. They were way more expensive to produce than, your regular plastic t-shirt bags. So the first place to implement the bag bans was Austin. And what they did instead is we're going to make bags that are thick, like shower curtains, in order for them not to end up in the ocean. Okay, so now you have a thin plastic bag versus a bag that's the thickness of a shower curtain. If that was getting inside of animals' stomachs and turtles were getting stuck in them and all that bullshit, at least the thin ones, they kind of rip through them or gnaw through them. They won't be able to do that with these thick ass shower curtain bags that you pay 10 cents or 25 cents for now at the store, and they're still going to end up in the ocean.
Well, one, they're using twice the amount of resources to produce it, so that's stupid.
Yeah.
And since they weigh more and they're taking up more space, that means they can send less per load, like per shipment, like per truck.
So kind of like shrinkflation, because they're more expensive and you're getting less.
Now they have to use more trucks.
I heard that.
To send like the same amount of volume. So it's just stupidity.
It really is.
Like,
yes, exactly, senor.
Just recycle. That's it. Just Recycle the right way.
Ricky Retardo.
Huh?
Senor Ricky Retardo says keyword specific conditions, and it's true. Very, very specific conditions, which I didn't even know what they were, and I was the one selling them. So to me, that means specific conditions is like, it's bullshit. It's just a lie. So anyways, yeah.
Everything's biodegradable. It just depends if you're going to be around in 100,000 years or 50,000 years.
Oh my God. I guess so. But anyways, I think we kind of stuck on this one for a little, a little long. We should probably move along.
Fucking hippies. I should have worn my. If I know I was gonna get that, I would have worn my Reagan shirt. It says "Shut up, hippie." I'll wear it on Thursday. I'll find it. That was it. Yeah, this is coming from. Where is this from? Care 11.
The Guardian.
Oh, let's see. I don't have this one pulled up on mine. Here, you read it.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up. Ooh, it's tiny. Okay, so overnight strikes on Ukraine kill 25 as Trump sets Russia new truce deadline. So a missile attack on a prison in a frontline region of, I cannot read that, Zapor, whatever, killed 16 as Kiev hopes for U.S. action against Moscow. So Russia launched one of its deadliest night assaults on Ukraine for months in the early hours of Tuesday, the day after Donald Trump said he was setting a new deadline of 10 to 12 or 12 days for Russia to make progress towards ending the war or face new sanctions. A series of Russian strikes across the country killed at least 25 people, including a 23-year-old pregnant woman and more than a dozen prison inmates. Excuse me. So about 100 people were injured across the country. So Zelensky said on Tuesday that he welcomed Trump's recent harsher rhetoric towards the Russian president and said only tough measures against Moscow would stop the killing. Every murder of our people by the Russians, every Russian strike where there could have been a ceasefire long ago if Russia had not refused, all this shows that Moscow deserves very tough, very painful, and therefore fair and effective sanctions pressure that must be forced to stop the killings and make peace, the Ukrainian president wrote on Telegram. So during talks on Monday with Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Trump said he was going to cut a previous 50-day deadline for Putin to about 10 or 12 days, citing disappointment with him over lack of progress. We thought we had settled numerous times, and then President Putin goes out and starts launching rockets into some city like Kiev and kills a lot of people in a nursing home or whatever. You have bodies lying all over the street. And I say that's not the way to do it. So we'll see what happens with that, Trump said. I
feel like
I don't know.
Read this like it's the same thing, like
over and over.
Yeah, some rockets get shot over, they kill some people. Some other rockets get shot over, they kill some people. Some drones go over, some people die. And then they talk about this, they talk about that. And then it's like we'll make talk. We'll have talks and like that, and we'll stop it. And they're not stopping it. It's just like
no.
It's like you're just a global nuisance at this point. Like both of them.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that whenever I think right now Zelensky is like, oh, they don't want to make peace. They don't want to. Bitch, you didn't want to make peace either. When it was you that was on, when it was your turn to make peace. You didn't want to make peace. And then every single time it was like, oh, we're going to come to a deal, he would back out like a bitch. And so, and then he would go and bomb like some Russian target, and then it would start all over again. So, I mean, I really don't care at this point who's doing what. Like, they both fucking need to stop. And that's it. So hopefully Trump can put the pressure on them and And then when Putin finally goes, okay, yeah, let's get this done, Zelensky doesn't back out like a bitch again. So
That's
I have
all it
no
tells.
respect for that guy.
No, I have zero. The guy is he's just a herb. That's all he is. He's just a
Herb,
fucking herb.
a herb.
Yeah, this is an old term I used to say. If Biddy's watching, she knows. It's like an old term I used to say back in New York. Like, shut up, you herb.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that.
Bring back classics.
He's just a herb. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just stupid at this point. Like,
It really is.
let's see. I guess that's let me reset. So National Guard deployed. St. Paul declares state of emergency in response to cyber attack. Huh? Governor Tim Walz issued an executive order Tuesday morning while the city declared a state of emergency. St. Paul, Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz issued an executive order to activate the national security Tuesday after the city of St. Paul became the target of a cyber attack. Oh my! I'm gonna laugh at this. According to the governor's office, the order took effect immediately. We are committed to working alongside the city of St. Paul to restore cybersecurity as quickly as possible, said Governor in a statement. The Minnesota National Guard's efforts will collaborate with the city, state, and federal officials to resolve the situation and mitigate lasting impacts. Above all, we are committed to protecting the safety and security of the people of St. Paul. It said the magnitude and complexity of the attack exceed the city's response capacity, necessitating cyber protection support from the Guard. The attack also prompted the city to declare a state of emergency. What happened? What did they do? Like, did they just get
Well,
did they get just like DDoS? Because that happens. Like Russia and China will DDoS like all the time, and then like all the stuff. I mean, phones will just be down, or the internet will be down for like a full day.
well, it was like a massive cyber attack. So it disrupted the city system. So like hospitals, emergency services, public transit. I guess it was all hit by like ransomware. And out of all the people that I'd want working on this, Tim Walz is not one of them. Like you got that dipshit. Of course, it had to happen in Minnesota, where the governor is this dumbass. Like, wow.
Well, what's the, I mean, I'm gonna totally play naive on this one, like all day. But it's just like, what the fuck is the National Guard gonna do? Like, if it's a cyber attack, it's not. Is this
That's what I thought at first too, but it's their cybersecurity team. It's not the National Guard. Like they're gonna come in. The National Guard is gonna come in and stand watch, but it's their cybersecurity team. So it's their intelligence that's gonna come and try to tackle that. Which I get, because yeah, when I first read this article or started reading it, I was like, what a dumbass thing. Of course this retard would do that. But then it was like, oh, okay, it's the cybersecurity team. That makes sense.
Was that a video with that lady with the egg-shaped head that looked like Humpty Dumpty? Was that a video about it?
Where?
I don't know. Brian just put it up on the screen for a second. This lady and her face was like,
oh, I didn't see the egg-shaped head.
She did. Yeah, no, it's right there. Let's Brian, play that, the funny shaped head lady. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that.
The majority of St. Paul city services are not available after a cyber attack. The city is now in a state of emergency, and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz issued an executive order to activate the Minnesota National Guard. The city said they halted services as a defense mechanism against this attack. Details are very limited right now, and the city of St. Paul just had a press conference where they said that they contained the risk to city systems only. They said that there is limited data on people who are not city employees that they have, but they are asking city employees to be very aware of their data and to be vigilant at this time. Now there's federal, state, local agencies working together Emergency services like 911 are still available. There's a website where you can see what exactly is accessible. There is still an active investigation to determine how this happened and who did this. I'm Sammy Solina. We will continue to follow this story.
So they won't tell us what
Well.
happened. There's no anything.
No, and I wonder if it's just, you know, the services are compromised, or if it's like people's information is getting doxxed, because like in my town, our like my name and my information, my address, my credit card information, it's all linked to our government services page because we pay our water and trash and utilities through our city page. So it's happened before where our information has gotten leaked, and there was like I don't remember what they called it, but like people's credit cards and stuff got compromised, and it was just like what the fuck? Like I could understand like, okay, someone's private computer getting hacked, but like this is a branch of the government. Like, yeah, I don't know. So who knows what exactly they're doing with. I don't know if it's just attacking the online infrastructure, or if it's taking information. I don't know, but
I mean, that stuff happens like all the time.
yeah.
Like all the time. Like whether it's like through any kind of payment processes, banking in general, any kind of link or anything that has to deal with, if it's going on that end, anything that uses any form of blockchain, that
Yeah.
stuff happens like all the time. Or if you're just dumb and you use the same email, not you, I'm not calling you though, but no. But what if it was just,
Yeah, I don't know.
Just putting on the
Tinfoil hat.
What if it was just like a nothing burger? I mean, he's like, oh, here's my chance to say that I did something, like get some clout. And I was like, what'd you do?
I hacked the government.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully no one was affected on it, but I was like, or maybe it's just like a cleanup, like say if it was something like on like the end of the actual city, but it was such like a big fuck up that they said they just blamed it on like something else, like like the Russia hoax. So then therefore they don't have to take the heat and the blame. So if he wants to get back into like kind of any kind of politics, it's just like don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain kind of deal.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's the CIA, who knows?
The FBI for sure.
The FBI, the CIA, or one of those 3-letter branches of the government. So yeah, I mean, but I think we should jump into the next one. This sounds really cool. Let's see if we can get it up on the screen. Here's our dorky science shit that we love so much.
Let's see, I don't. That's the thing. Like, I find some of the stuff cool sometimes, but not like all.
Oh no, I love all this stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Earth's underground life could exist on Mars. Scientists say. Chinese scientists have recently questioned the long-standing idea that all life depends on sunlight. Oh, I already know this. I thought this was like old shit. The new research featured science advances revealed that microorganisms living deep beneath Earth's surface can gain energy by chemical processes triggered by moving Earth's crust, offering new understanding on how life survives underground. Yeah, I thought like people knew about this. The study conducted by Professor Hong Pan Ching Kong, member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Professor Ching Chong, both are affiliated with Chang Institute of Geochemistry at CAST. Although once thought to be uninhabitable due to a lack of sunlight or getting nutrients, the deep subsurface is now reorganized as home to a vast dynamic biosphere filled with a wide range of microbial life. These organisms rely on inorganic redox reactions that occur during interactions between water and rock. So maybe there's just some cool algae underneath the crust.
You know what? I just think the first inhabitants of Mars should be the water bears. Like those things are like practically indestructible. The tardigrades, like they're this little bacteria. They're so freaking cute in a really creepy way. But yeah, they've done like a bunch of experiments on those things, and they're like they
can't kill 'em.
like, huh?
You can't kill
You
them.
can't kill them. No, like if they dehydrate out, like they dry out, they're water activated, you know, just
You could
bring back
freeze
to
them.
life.
We could do anything to them. Like they
Yeah.
even put them in outer space.
Yes. Yeah, and they were fine. They could withstand like radiation and all that stuff. So my real name is Chong Chong. I think he said Ching Chong.
Chang Chong, Chang Chong. I mean, it's such a good movie.
I know. Oh, so bad. But yeah, I totally, that's like exactly what I was thinking of when I saw this article. I was like, bro, like they could just send up the water bears and have them colonize Mars.
Like when I saw like the link on this, like on the outline tonight, I thought this was gonna be the like, you know how there's like this giant like spaceship that's like the size of Manhattan or bigger. Like,
oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be like November 29th. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to my roommate about this. He's like, "Yeah, I hope they attack us." I'm like, "What? Why? No." He's like maybe they're just like us, but in the future. Like they have a fetish for like light-skinned Spanish guys. I was like, Amazonian like alien bitches. And I was like, okay, I think I can go with that.
No, yeah, I do not want them to come and attack us, and I do not want that like anal probe, the alien anal probe or anything like that. Like I don't know, that always freaks you out. I've seen a lot of movies, okay, and it's like they always go for the butt, and I'm like, why do they gotta go up your butt?
Diary, I hope that the anal probing aliens come to my place at Texas.
Hell no.
That's my excuse now.
Oh God, no, not like that. No. I've already had a human anal probe. Okay, I've already had a colonoscopy. I don't want an alien one. Like, it sucks. Yes, there's always a twist with the aliens in your butt.
Twist.
No. Well, when you were talking about the hippies with the methane, I was going to tell you to stop farting and it would solve all the problems in the world, but you didn't really give me a chance to. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Honestly, I mean, anything with space and like different types of, I don't know, of inhabiting other planets and stuff, like I find it very fascinating, although I'm probably never going to get to see it in my lifetime, which I'm kind of sad about, but I don't know, it's still pretty cool.
What, you're sad about the no alien anal probing or the no alien?
No, I am not saying anything about aliens. I'm saying about us inhabiting other planets. That's I mean, obviously I want to know the secrets to life, right? Like the universe is constantly expanding. What is it expanding into? Like, where is the universe going? What's holding the universe? Like, I want to know all that stuff, but I'm probably never going to know in my lifetime. Like, I'm going to die way before like all that is discovered. So in the meantime, like these little tidbits of cool, like finding habitable zones and all that stuff, I find very interesting. So anyways, yeah. So I think with all that, we should probably,
life is too.
I guess so. I guess we should also move on to caption this and have, let's see what's up. Oh, Everybody was kung fu fighting. There we go. Boom. Finally got one. That's like old school Mortal Kombat right there. I know that's like whatever, but you got like Liu Kang and Jax, the Chung Li. That could be what's his name, Johnny Cage back there, or I don't know if that would be Ryu.
That's Bruce Lee.
I guess.
Dumb fuck.
I know it is. I know
Dumb
it
fuck,
is.
That's Bruce Lee.
Of course I know, but I'm like that
And
could
it's
totally
Afro
be.
Jack.
I
Okay.
know.
And that is Ching Chong, Mrs. Ching Chong.
Ching Chong Wong.
And that is the classic American karate master.
That's Chuck Norris, mofo. Haven't you ever seen Chuck Norris young? Yeah, he did have a real hairy neck, dude.
Dude's a furball.
Stuff of legends.
Let's see.
All right, so I'm typing mine in. Mine is everybody was kung fu fighting. There you go.
You're so original.
I don't care.
Let's see.
I don't know if I even wrote that one.
Brian gets it, 42.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's funny. Thanks, Brian. Here, I got another one. Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Wang Chung tonight.
Oh, and I totally spelled that wrong. Vintage Kung Fu. See, that's pretty good. Yeah, it does look kind of vintage. I put tonight, not two, whatever.
Mine's all the Chinese scientists, when they find out they have to fight off the new bacteria they discovered.
Oh, dang. But they're not all Chinese there.
Of course. Are you assuming that they're not? Are you saying that all Chinese people look like this? Because they could look like this too. It's not very, inclusive of you. Stereotyping them. All the scientists. Yeah, where's Liu Kang?
I'm all like, who really should be there is Raiden. Raiden. Oh my god, I fucking missed that game. Like the old school one.
I had it on Sega.
Yeah. We had it on Nintendo. We had the original one on our Nintendo, and then we got, I think it was Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo.
Mortal Kombat 2 was on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, that's a good one. More Trouble in Little China. That's good. Yes. I like that.
Yeah, so I guess it was the original one was on the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree. So, our producer is saying we have a winner for Caption This, and it is Iris with More Trouble in Little China. What do you think, Tay Tay? Papa Tay Tay?
Sure.
Sure. Oh, that's funny too. That's not Power Rangers. But yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, Iris, you are totally the winner. Like, congratulations on winning Caption This for tonight. Woo.
you got
And
going
what
on?
say you?
What say I?
What say you?
I don't know. I'm in a shit mood today. I don't know why.
It's all that methane.
All the freaking methane and hippies just annoying the fuck out of me. But, oh man. You just put them on a farm and let them put them in like a distant like Arctic land near like in Canada.
They should be Dutch ovened with the methane.
Did you know that this guy? So I was reading a story like on like 1,000 Ways to Die, and this guy, his girlfriend would always sleep like head underneath the covers, but he would fart a lot because I guess he'd work out so much, so he like the protein parts, and so ended up he would just Dutch oven her like every night, just consistently, and she just ended up just living with it for so many nights, and then after so long, it like got into her bloodstream, and like she had to go to the hospital because like she had like methane buildup in her blood from like
Ew.
consuming so much Dutch ovens.
That is something that I really didn't want to know about, but thanks.
Hey, you brought it up.
Well, now that you all got to hear it too, how about we wrap this bitch up?
Wrap this bitch up. No, today was a slow day. I mean, there was stuff to talk about, but it's I don't know, like all the shootings and just like all the like the missiles being sent to one side and the other. It's all just starting to blend in. Like these people need to just take a step back and just like look at what the fuck they're doing with their lives because they're not doing anything but harming other people needlessly. And it's just, I mean, it's not even sad anymore. It's just pathetic. At least to me. Like it's just like quit being a piece of shit. Like quit being annoying. Quit being a burden to other people.
Yeah.
Like if you got a problem, like I got CTE because I played JV football. Okay, go do something about it, or just off yourself. Be a statistic, but don't make other people a statistic because you're a piece of shit. You know.
Well, I want to say like misery loves company, right? So a lot of these people, they don't want to be miserable alone. They want to spread the misery. And I just think that's just very evident in our times now where it's just people just can't be miserable alone. And I don't know, it's very unfortunate. You know, it really is. It's very sad.
I think it's just because these people never got spanked as a kid.
That too.
This is your PSA. Beat your fucking kids. Make them right. Make them strong.
Make them right. Or beat them till they get right.
Yeah. Stop raising fucking pussies. But just a tip. Don't use anything like with sharp object like angles to leave bruises. So what you do is like you'll take like, you know, yellow pages, doesn't leave bruises. Or if you do like, you know, oranges in a bag, doesn't leave bruises.
I would not agree with that one. But I hear that if
Why?
you
You make an
on
orange
the
juice at
bottom
the
of
same time. It's a win-win. Quit crying, drink your juice.
I think that would leave bruises though, because it's still a blunt
Well, it
object.
depends. Well, yeah. Kiwis, softer. You're right.
All right. So yeah. I think we should close this out.
No, but it was so you know, nothing too wild. But you know, we're always glad to have you here. You know, it's the name of the show. We rant, we talk about stuff. We hope you hear what we say. I know I was kind of ranty today, but I'm so sorry about that. But you know, it's Tuesday. You know, we always got 2 more days for something exciting to happen. Do you got anything to leave up on?
No, not at all. I'm just, you know, I'm tired of all the bullshit, you know, with everything. I just want to see things just kind of chill a little bit and hopefully we'll get there. But anyways, I am Dee and you can find me on X and True Social, a cynical Latina. It's always such a pleasure to be on the show and to get to hang out with everybody in the comments. Thank you guys so much.
No.
And Tay-Tay, let's go Papa Tay-Tay.
No, I agree. Yeah, for me, My handle is APTT on everything, so you'll be able to find me there. No, I agree with you. It's always fun to do this. Like I get to hang out, shoot the shit with you, talk about like alien probing and stuff like that. It's all the fun stuff, farts and butt stuff. What can get better than that? Other than talking shit about freaking idiots. But like I mentioned at the beginning, QR codes up there. Check out our site. You'll be able to check out our merch, see all the stuff that we do, as well as see our different channels and different things that we have, different shows throughout the week. But on that, we will bid you adieu, and we'll see you on Thursday at 9. So have a safe night. Take care.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.